Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. It's day 5 of the week of Weird, and today's Weird Stuff in a Can is sweet mixed porridge. So yes, this is sweet mixed porridge. I believe this is a variety of congee. I bought this from Wei Yi Hong in Bristol. I got this online. It cost me £1.10. So let's have a look at it. So it is sweet mixed porridge. So ingredients are water, sugar, sticky rice, barley, oatmeal, green beans, soybeans, red beans, peanuts and longan. Now longans are like, well, imagine a bald lychee. They're like a lychee-like fruit with a smooth yellow-brown skin. So this looks to be, it's got water, sugar, it looks to be a sweet breakfast type porridge. Although, obviously, to my Western tastes, the idea of having green beans and soybeans and red beans for breakfast is quite an interesting idea. Anyway, let's just take some time to appreciate the can, because this is a printed can, and it's quite pretty, isn't it? It's made in Taiwan. It says it's ready to eat. And this is further evidenced by the fact that we get a little spoon. Little fold-up spoon, quite ingenious, inside the cap there. So, I believe this is one of these things where it can be eaten hot or cold, so we're going to try it both ways. Let's open up the can and have a look. Okay, inside we've got a kind of gelatinous type of mixture. It smells, well, it smells sweet and starchy and beany. Well, I guess there's no surprises there. That's what we probably should have expected for something like this. Let's tip it out and have a look. It's quite glutinous. I don't know if you can see that. It's the way it's coming out the can. It's quite gloopy. Gloopy is the word, probably. And so here we are. We've got a mixture of identifiable grains in there. That's oats. There's barley in there. There are beans in there, red beans. That looks like it might be a longan. I can see peanuts in there as well. So it's a breakfast porridge. Let's dive in and have a little spoonful, just cold like this, and then we'll try warming it up. It's got a faintly vanilla-like aroma to it, actually. Before we just taste that, I don't know if that's coming from the longans and maybe just the combination of grains. It didn't say anything about having vanilla flavouring in there, so I'm assuming that the flavours we're perceiving here are coming from the ingredients, just the beans and rice and so on. Anyway, let's have a taste. Oh, it's interesting. The texture is very smooth and the mouthfeel is quite, well, you can see there's a little bit of kind of stringiness to it actually, but it's not an unpleasant one. And it's sweet, it's starchy. I think if you like porridge, actually, you'd probably like this. And since porridge has turned into a bit of a phenomenon for hipsters now, maybe this is the next big thing. Yeah, I could quite happily eat that for breakfast. But I'm just going to warm it through a little bit, and then we'll try it warm. Right, so I've just warmed that through in the microwave for a couple of minutes. It's not boiling hot, it's just warmed through and pleasantly warm. It's just steaming a little bit. So let's have a little taste of that now it's warmed up. That's even nicer when it's warm. The warmth brings out the aroma and flavour of all those different ingredients. Let's try this. I think that is the longan. Let's give that a try. Yep, so that was a little bit of fruitiness. So, let's keep going. Okay, well, that's thoroughly enjoyable. And actually, I think if I was in a situation where I had to pick something for breakfast and none of my familiar things were available, and this was, I think that would be just fine. So I'm going to eat the rest of this for my breakfast today. It is a little bit strange in that the beans, when they're warmed up, add a very slightly savoury tang to some mouthfuls that you take here. So you're eating a thing that's sweet and creamy like porridge, but every now and again there's this little savoury beany hit that you get from one of the beans in there, which is interesting and a tiny bit challenging at times, but overall this is a very pleasant food. So there we are, that is sweet mixed porridge, weird stuff in a can on the week of weird. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you again soon.